iPhone 16 series just was completely updated and changed with iOS 18.2. So Apple finally released a bunch of the features that we were basically waiting on to make the iPhone 16 series feel like a true upgrade coming from whatever iPhone that may be. So now we finally have, visual lookup by pressing and holding in the capture button, and ChatGPT integration, Genmoji, image playground, and really all of the creative side of Apple Intelligence. But one big feature that I've really been enjoying, and I know a lot of people don't even know about, are what exactly iOS 18.2 brings. So my first top favorite we're going to talk about is Genmoji, because this has been the absolute best feature we have ever had, and I have spent way too much time creating emojis. So to create any emoji you want now, there's basically no constraints except for like normal, like make sure it's like appropriate for everyone. That really seems to be the only guidelines. There are also some words it doesn't like that Apple has a list of. So if you try to make something like of a car brand or something along those lines, it might not function and just says, sorry, I can't generate that image. So to essentially make your own emojis now, all you have to do is go ahead and open up the emoji picker on your iPhone, and you're going to see this new plus an emoji or describe an emoji. So you can click on the plus and it'll open up a new Genmoji. So if you want to make a singing starfish, for example, all you have to do is type in singing starfish, let it generate. It does take a couple of seconds, but you can then essentially scroll through and see, you want to find one you really like. You can then go ahead and add it. And now I have been absolutely loving all of these, and I am so far at, I think, 15 emojis of mine that I've created, like one of them being this shark astronaut, just cause, another one being of me on my phone, another one of me as a space cowboy, another one of a blue laughing emoji, and just so many more. Like my list so far has truly been endless. Like I made a new yes emoji, which is like someone smiling with thumbs up, and then a no being smiling thumbs down, because we haven't had these emojis, and the emojis that Unicode makes and provides, 95% of the time, I don't use half of them, but there are specific emojis, because like the yes emoji they created, what is this? I'm sorry, but I really like my yes emoji so much more. Now, another thing that's really been game-changing so far is visual intelligence. So if you hold in the capture button, you now get the rainbow glow, and then this new interface that says ask and search. So this is really where iOS 18.2 and the Apple Intelligence features come in. So search is Google Lens. So when you go ahead and take a photo, you're going to get the pop-up for the first time that says, this is sending the image to Google, would you like to use it? So if we go ahead and take a photo of my clock over here off screen and click search, you're going to go ahead and see it says it's searching with Google, and then it's going to go ahead and look and see if it can find similar things. And now I can go ahead and buy it, send it to a friend, do whatever I want. But what's even better is we also get the option to ask a question. So I can click on ask, and this will send a message to ChatGPT about whatever you want. So if we take a photo of an iPhone I have and ask what model iPhone it is, it can give you a guideline. Because it is using a static image, it is not going to be 100% accurate, and it says like make sure you verify details, but knowing that it can get that the phone I'm recording this on is an iPhone 13 is actually pretty impressive to me, just because of the fact that it knows that this might be an iPhone 13 or 14, because they do look so similar from the backside. But once I go ahead and flip it over to the front, it was able to verify that this is an iPhone 13, and that is just so cool to me, because why you can identify anything you want now. Now, Image Playground is one of those features I know personally I am not going to use ever. I have actually even hidden the app off my home screen, and it is somewhere in my app library. I don't think I will ever willingly use Image Playground. It's just weird. I don't know what it is about it, but it doesn't do images justice, I feel like. And it's a great interface. I love what Apple has done to make images with themes, costumes, accessories, using people. But I just don't have a use for it. It's not like Genmojis where I'm going to use it every day, I feel like, because you can now make an emoji to describe any situation, like shark astronaut. Like, is that what I'm ever going to use? No. Am I going to use a photo of me scrolling on my phone? Yes. Am I going to use a photo of my new yes, no, maybe what? A bunch of these emojis I made? Yes. So knowing that my iPhone can now do so much more, with all of these AI features finally being here, and you of course don't have to turn on ChatGPT or the Google Lens integration, but then you kind of lose out on some of the features, but it is completely up to you. I know personally I turned it on to try them, probably going to leave them on. I know they are not turned on my iPad or Mac, and I kind of plan on keeping them off, because I don't want all of my data getting sent everywhere. And that is one thing that Apple is trying to take care of with Apple Intelligence, which is privacy first. They make it very clear when you are leaving Apple and when you're asking a tougher question that, hey, this is being sent to ChatGPT. Like, once we send it, you kind of lose out on the privacy factor. But you do have to remember that once you take that step kind of outside of the Apple Intelligence, you are now using other companies' products just wrapped up in Apple Intelligence. So let me know what your thoughts are about this, because so far iOS 18.2 has been my favorite update to date, as we finally can make new emojis. I can look things up just with a click of a button on my iPhone, and the camera control button is finally getting an action and becoming useful to me. I am yet to see, though, how often I will actually use the new visual lookup feature, but let me know in the comments down below what your thoughts are on this. And while you're down there, if you want to hit like and subscribe, I'd appreciate that as well. And I want you to remember that today's a good day to make a great day, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Peace.